Hello and welcome to the Vector Garden. In this quick tip, we are going to take a look at 3D effects. You can already see the 3D and materials panel over there. And I'm going to build a food pyramid for this. So let's start with the triangle and then let's make some lines in here. I'm going to make one here and let's go into outline view and let's just make some more lines and then one more like this, and I'm going to select all of them and let's just make this all like the same height. And now we're going back into the preview and I'm just using the shape builder tool to fill this. So like this, and then let's fill these as well. And let's get some color into here. And to get rid of these on the outside, press the Alt key and just drag over them and drag over these as well, like so. Now they are all like single shapes, and in order to get them into the same 3D world later, we need to select them and then group them. And I'm going to make a duplicate like this. And let's just select this, take 3D and materials, and let's just extrude that like this. We're going to view this from the front. So let's go to the front and I want a bevel on this like this. And you can already see that this does not work really well. So there we have very slim bevels, and this one is quite wide. So let's reduce it, and you see we can reduce it, but they are not the same. Why does that happen? Let's make a comparison. I'm going to select this one, grouped as well, and let's go to the classic effects, extrude and bevel. And again, we're going to view this from the front, turn on the classic bevel, and you see they are all nice and even. Why that? So in order to figure that out, we need to take a look at this height and the way this works. So what's happening here is that we are working with absolute values. In here, on the other hand, you see they are in percent, they are relative. And these are quite slim compared to this triangle up here. So this gets a very wide bevel because it's percentage. And on the other hand, this one is in absolute values, so they are all the same. And that's why this happens. So what can you do? Now with this artwork here, you do not need this as a group. You are viewing this from the front, so they do not necessarily need to be in the same 3D space. So they would not need to be grouped. That would be one way to solve this. Just do not group them. So what would happen then? Let's make a duplicate and let's ungroup it. What you could do is group these and then apply that effect. So let's select them both, extrude them, and then you could set this to the front. So this from the front and this as well. You see, no difference turn on the bevel and turn on that bevel, and then you can just adjust it so that it matches. You could make a guideline and then make it match. You could also draw this differently so that this triangle gets a little smaller and then it gets evened out. Or you could just use the classic 3D effect because it works with absolute values. And then you could solve that as well.